Sometimes I search for you in that city. Sometimes I spend the whole night thinking of you. Sometimes I spend the whole night searching for you. Everywhere, here and there, it's only your pursuit. I search for you in every nook and corner. But when face to face, nothing unfolds. Such is my endless search for you. Was it a dream or just a thought? Was it a rise or a fall? Sometimes I see you above the skies. Sometimes I search for you upon the earth. Here, everyone holds hostility. Your town feels like a foreign land. Here, nothing is easy either. And still, I search for you, unaware. When your memory came, I cried. When I found you, I lost you. My connections are strange indeed. Leaving you, I still search for you. This is the beauty of my ghazal, for it reflects the beauty of your eyes. Thinking of you in every verse, searching for you at every doorstep and rooftop. Farhan stepped out of Aisha's room with a broken heart. In the corridor, Urooj was coming from the opposite side. He wanted to pass by pretending not to notice her. He hated her face so much. If it were in his power, he would have torn her apart or thrown her to the dogs. But he could do nothing. He could not save his relationship. He had carried the funeral of his love himself and buried it. He could not tell his wife the truth. There was helplessness everywhere. Saying, sometimes you should also visit my room. I too am related to you in some way, Uruj said coquettishly, standing before him. Get out of my sight. I don't even like to spit in your direction, let alone look at you. Farhan said through clenched teeth. Farhan sighed. You cannot insult me like this. I am also your wife, just like Aisha is. Don't you fear God? Won't you be questioned about my rights? You should treat both wives equally, but you only humiliate me. Since our marriage, you haven't even stepped into my room. Never cared, never gave me a moment of affection, Iruj said, feigning sorrow. If it were in my hands, I would bury you alive. The hatred I have for you, you cannot even imagine. Farhan glared at her and began to walk downstairs, but she again blocked his way. Why? Am I not beautiful? Am I not young? What do I lack that you don't come near me? Men are weak before youth and beauty. What kind of man are you? Even looking at your wife doesn't make you desire her? Uruj mocked his manhood. My assumption about you was absolutely right. Your tongue is filthier than your mind. Curse be on your womanhood for trying to destroy another woman's home and steal her love. Your lies will be exposed in this mansion with great disgrace, Uruj. Yes, men are crazy for beauty and youth, but only for the woman they truly desire. Homes are not built with women like you. They are used and then thrown into the trash. Women like you don't live in hearts, they belong under shoes. And I wouldn't even make you the dust of my shoes. You're not even worthy of that. You burned my heart. You destroyed my home. You snatched away my Aisha, my love. But I won't let you gain anything. You will remain empty handed. Every joy will become mourning for you. You talked of rights, tried to scare me with God. Listen carefully. I have only one wife, Aisha, the one I accepted with all my heart, the one my soul was content with at the time of nikah. Forced marriage, lies, and deception are not nikah. Even when marrying you, my heart and soul were with my true wife. Over my heart, my body, and my soul, only she has a right. If you have the courage, erase her reflection from me. Neither you nor even my mother can reach there. Now get lost from my sight. Today's my brother's wedding. Your face will ruin the whole day for me, Farhan said, his tone burning with hatred. You called me a cheap woman? Do I look cheap to you, Sain? Urooj's lips trembled. Such humiliation, such insulting words. She wished the earth would swallow her whole. Am I wrong? To forcibly pull another woman's husband into your life, to pressure him to break his wife's heart just to raise your mother's pride, to shamelessly dream of another woman's husband. Could a decent woman do that? Look in the mirror and see what you really are. If I had the power, I would throw you to the dogs. I despise such women. It is women like you who bring shame to womanhood itself. Fall as low as you want. My wife is only Aisha. Aisha was, is, and always will be. If not Aisha, then there is no Farhan either. I may spend my whole life at her feet and still not prove my innocence, but God sees all. His justice is silent but sure. Just as you made us suffer, you too will suffer. You will writhe in pain, Farhan thundered, reaching the height of his rage. No, Sain, I am also your wife. Don't do this, Uruj pleaded, folding her hands in desperation. You are not a wife. You are a lie, a fraud, a deceit. You may have forcefully taken my name, but my heart will never accept you. If you have even an ounce of self respect, go and die. Now move aside. He shoved her away and stormed downstairs. Uruj stood there, watching the handsome man walk away, tearing her existence into shreds. Such humiliation, such insult. She had won the tag of second wife for him, endured the villagers' hatred. Even the people of the mansion didn't consider her a woman. One woman is supposed to understand another woman's pain. But Uruj was the cause of every pain Aisha had endured. She thought her charms would one day force Farhan to surrender, but everything turned upside down. Farhan could see nothing beyond Aisha. Breaking something is easy, whether it's trust, pride, or a heart. The real pain is felt when fate makes you taste the same cruelty you inflicted on others. The world is round indeed. Now Uruj had only to wait for her complete ruin. The path she chose led only to destruction and hatred. She stood dissecting her own decisions. What kind of dreams had she seen for this life? Was it for this humiliation, this rejection, that she had done so much? What a loss, Uruj. What use is a man whose heart belongs to someone else? She glared hatefully at Aisha's door, the one who had won even in loss, while Uruj lost even after winning. The whole mansion bore witness. Farhan's eyes always searched only for Aisha. He could even recognize her scent. And Uruj? Farhan could not even bear her shadow. Congratulations on your ruin, Uruj. The curse of two true lovers has reached you. Congratulations on your destruction. She turned away with scorn toward her own room. May Allah guide young women who try to break others' homes. They do not realize that one day karma will strike them too. Can anyone really live in peace after snatching someone else's happiness? A lesson for thought. Farhan was gazing at Uruj with deep affection when Uruj's attention was drawn to a verse of poetry. Sometimes searching for you in that city, sometimes wandering all night in your memories. She sighed softly. Farhan's eyes followed her, and for a brief moment, silence fell between them. Life had brought them to a point where laughter no longer hid the weight in their hearts. Meanwhile, Wajdan's wedding day arrived. He was dressed in a white sherwani, a perfect groom in everyone's eyes, yet inside a storm raged within him. As the ceremony began, his lips repeated the words of the nikah, but his heart felt empty. With every Kabul high, a piece of him broke silently. The hall echoed with congratulations, laughter, and the fragrance of flowers. But for Wajdan, every moment seemed like a burden. His gaze searched among the crowd, as if looking for something or someone who was not there. In another city, Noor sat quietly in her hostel room, staring at the book in her lap, but unable to read a word. Her friend Tabish noticed her silence and asked, "No, are you okay? You seem lost." Noor forced a smile and replied, "I'm fine, just a little tired." But inside, she was anything but fine. Every thought returned to her past. Every memory reminded her of wounds that time had yet to heal. The walls of the hostel felt like a cage, and the voices around her seemed distant. Far away, Ayat sat by her window, tears flowing silently down her face. Absa entered the room, carrying the weight of his own sorrow. For a moment, their eyes met, and no words were needed. Absa gently said, "Ayat, some pains cannot be erased, but we can live with them together." Ayat lowered her gaze, whispering, "Living with pain is easy, Absar, but forgetting the cause of it is impossible." The room fell silent again with only the sound of two broken hearts beating under the same roof, trying to gather strength from one another. And so, their lives moved forward. Farhan hiding his ache behind a smile, Wajdan carrying the weight of a forced bond, Noor fighting her loneliness in silence, and Ayat and Apsa bound together by shared grief. Each of them carried stories untold, but destiny had already written their paths. Paths where love was tested, hearts were shattered, and yet life kept moving,